What's up, Panther fans? Back with another Facebook Carolina Panthers video blog. Just figured I'd get one in real quick since it's been a couple of weeks, but you know it is the off season, so not a whole lot to talk about. But I'll be back regular time during the regular season. I'll probably be doing a couple each week, and everything. But back rocking my Armani Edwards jersey for right now, and just figured I want to talk a little bit about what's happened the last few weeks. First, what happened before Thomas Davis goes down, out for the season again. You know, it's awful considering that he was going to come back probably and have a breakout year this season. You know, I think he was really primed to have just a huge year. Looked great last year before his injury, and he had come back so fast, and I wonder if he maybe came back too fast, and maybe that's what's happened. But anyway, another torn ACL, he's out, there's nothing we can do about it now. But this does kind of shed some positive light on the Chris Harris trade at this point, because that brought us Jamar Williams in from that trade. Even though it was a cost-cutting move, Jamar Williams is a guy at linebacker who could come right in and possibly start, or he's at least going to contribute. And you know, he's a guy that backed up Lance Briggs all this time in Chicago, and he just hadn't gotten a chance. So coming in here, he might get a shot and end up being a really good player for us. And the other news, the more recent news, Steve Smith, breaks his arm again. It's not the same place, not the same place he broke it in the Giants game last year, but he breaks it playing flag football. It's a fine line, what athletes should and shouldn't do when they're not playing football. And, I think I can even forgive this probably, even though he shouldn't have been doing it. Bottom line, I mean, I've played flag football for a long time in college and stuff, and I broke a finger several years back playing flag football, so it can happen. It's easy to happen. Just because it's non-contact doesn't mean you won't break stuff. But anyway, I guess it just happens, and let's just hope for the best and hope he can get back before the season starts. Hopefully he could be out there week 1. I wouldn't worry about him getting reps in training camp and stuff like that. He's had time to develop chemistry with Matt Moore. I think he's good there. And, I mean, he's a veteran who's been around a long time, so he shouldn't have a problem stepping right in day 1 and, playing like Steve Smith should play, as long as he can get back by that point. So we just have to wait and see what happens with that. A little worried about it, but, I've heard that the team's not going to go after any of his money or anything like that, so obviously they're not too upset with what he was doing, but it is a little bit concerning that I think at first he tried to pass it off as it had happened during his youth league that he was participating in just before that, and we can't have any lying and stuff like that going on, because that's just gonna leave a sour taste in the mouth of the administration and the locker room. So just be upfront and honest. Let's get it out in the open. Let's get it taken care of and move on. It's a very young team this year, and we've got to have him around, try to keep this team intact. So, other than that, nothing's really happened. I think that's 2 big things. But we're just kind of waiting around for the season to start. Looks like the Marty Hurney situation is going to pass through with no worries. Some people were worried that his contract was up on June 30th, and we hadn't heard about any signing of a new contract. But I mean, here it is, 1st of July. I haven't heard anything, and all the media is saying that he's fine. He's going to be around for this season and beyond, probably. So it's just Hurney's really quiet when he goes to sign his new contract. He doesn't want to let everybody know about it. So it probably actually happened months ago. It's just, but all that should be out the window now, and we're just moving on, back in the quiet time of the off season. But you can get ready, because only a month away from preseason, and I'm so excited about that. Good to see all of our rookies like Armani Edwards, Brandon LaFell, Jimmy Clausen, people like that. Get to see them play a little bit and just to taste the football in the air. So I can't wait till then. But if anything big happens, I'll make a vid, short time from now. But otherwise, look out for another video probably in a couple weeks. And training camp will be underway later this month. I think it gets underway on the 28th of July, something like that. It's toward the end of the month, but really looking forward to that. Might try to get down to Wofford and do a little bit here and there, just looking around at training camp. But either way, just keep it together and go Panthers.